Alright, so my desk currently looks like this, and if I had to pick one word to describe it, I would pick boring. Today I'm going to change that, and to catch you up to speed, I printed out some parts, and printed out some more parts, and some more parts, and now it's time to put them together. Let's get into it. We'll just quickly, here's the plan, here's a model of my old desk, here's what it'll hopefully look like soon. And now we can get into it. So here's the main shell. You can't really see it very well, so here's a picture of me holding it like a fish for reference. It's 6 pieces, all just cable tied together, because cable ties are your best friend. And yeah, if we take a better look, we'll see there's not much going on, just the main structure really at the moment. And now we're going to add the details on top. You see I've already got one plate here. This is what they look like a bit closer up. They're just 1 mil thick and they sit on top. And there's pretty much one plate for each hole here, for each part of it, each different thing. And the way they're held in is just by the buttons and switches themselves. You just screw the switches and buttons in, like so, and that holds it in. No need for screws. Simple. I am very tired at the moment, but I start a new job in a few days and I'd like to finish this before then. So I'm going to quickly run through some things. A Nintendo Switch, as well as the Joy-Cons. A PC on button, which plugs directly into the motherboard of my PC. Some custom branding. Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. So I can plug my guitar into my desk, and 2 fans, and an iPad which I use as my second monitor, plus a little privacy cover for the camera which just slips on like that. And now that most of the pieces are in, I think it's starting to look pretty cool. But one problem I'm having is that you can kind of see through the gaps in between where the main pieces meet, and so to fix that I printed some bits to go on top of it, cover the seams and just tidy it up, and I think it looks even cooler with them on. Well, I think it's fair to say it's definitely an upgrade. It looks fucking sick. Now we're going to get on to this panel here. These holes are for cables to go through, cables to plug into the audio interface, and if you're a keen observer, you're probably thinking, why does he have an audio interface with no speakers? Well, we'll fix that too. Where the cables go, I've just chucked one of these in each hole. Don't actually know what they're called, but with a little 3D printed clip on the top, just cleans it up, makes it look a little bit nicer. And for the speakers, if you want to see something funny, it says my old speakers, my new speakers. Slight upgrade to say the least. And these just go up here. And yeah, pretty sick. Now I can have my guitar plugged into my computer and use that instead of having an amp. It's pretty cool. Both the speakers are in. Now it's time to put in the last piece, which is this 5-screen display. I just use it as a clock, goes here. Once I set it up, it looks like this, and hopefully I've timed filming this correctly to see it tick over. Hopefully. Come on. Any second. There we go. Clock, and yeah, that pretty much completes the whole look. So I guess I should probably explain what it does, why I built it. It's so I can control stuff without having to tab out of what I'm doing on my actual computer. I have physical controls here. And it's also because it looks fucking sick. We have a volume mixer with master volume, Spotify volume, Chrome volume, Discord, and games. Obviously an on-off button for my PC. This mutes my mic. This just mutes the volume, unmutes the volume of my whole PC. Previous track, play, pause, next track. This bit does nothing, this bit does nothing. These are for lights. We got the light on top of my monitor, which, go on, brighter, less bright. The lights on the dashboard itself, which I don't think I've shown yet. There'll be some shots at the end which will show it better at night time or in the dark. This is nothing at the moment, but it will control lights behind the monitor for some, some nice RGB lighting. This turns the clock on and off. Obviously the iPad is a second monitor. It's not actually just an iPad. It is, that does connect with my main monitor. Audio interface for my guitar, so I can plug it into my computer and record. Fans, self-explanatory. Speakers, self-explanatory. And Nintendo Switch, because I didn't have anything else to put there really, so yeah. I think that is everything. Yeah, it's good for, say you're playing a game and you want to skip the track, play next song, or you want to adjust the volume between Discord, Spotify, and your game. You don't have to tab out. You can just use this. It's kind of the most useful part. This is just this little section. The rest of it is just pretty fucking sick, if you ask me. So yeah. Time for some nice cinematic shots, I think. Well, it's officially past my bedtime and I have work in the morning, so we're done. There are a few things I would change if I was going to start over, but it's small things that aren't worth recreating the entire thing again over. Overall, I'm very, very happy with it, chuffed to bits, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. This video is kind of halfway in between just showing it off and explaining how it works. I don't really know what I was doing, to be honest. I just wanted to make some video out of it because I think it's really cool. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you also think it's cool, because I spent a lot of time on this. But yeah, thanks for watching.